स्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादिसङ्कुलः
संसार स्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादिसङ्कुलः
स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सत्यसद्भवे
स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सत्यसद्भवेत्।
संसार स्वप्नतुल्यो हि रागद्वेषादिसङ्कुलः स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सति असद्भवे। संसार संसरति इति संसार. Samsara is that which comes, goes, and in between remains very short period of time. This samsara is compared with dream. Swapnatulyo hi. This phenomenal world is equivalent with dream world. When we see that there is some similarities, then we have to find that what types of similarities exist in between them. We'll see it. He indeed Ragadveshadi Sankula. This is the next or additional information about the Sansar and Swapna. These qualities are applicable to in both states. Ragadveshadi Sankula. This Sansar is filled with Raga and Dvesh, likes and dislikes. In the same way, dream world is also filled with Raga and Dvesh, likes and dislikes. Okay. Third similarities, Swakale Satyavat Bhati. It appears to be real when we are in that state. For that, you have used particular words in last time, duration, something.
During that period.
Okay, yes. It exists to be real during that period. Means when we are in that state, that time, it appears to be real. Swakale Satyavat Bhati. This is the similarity. And third similarity is the Swapnatulyo hi. Ragadveshadya Sankulaha, first one. Swakale Satyavat Bhati, second. And third, Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhavet. Moment one wakes up from the dream to waking state, that time the dream and dream world appears very that moment. Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhavet. Moment one wakes from dream, it disappears immediately. This is the meaning. Understood that?
Yes.
We are in now waking state. If we try to tell somebody everything is unreal, they will react with you. Are you mad or intelligent? Because while remaining in the waking state, we will not make it unreal. While remaining in dream state, we will not make them as unreal. Dream is unreal when we say, when we come out from the dream state and remaining in waking state, then we say that dream world is false. In the same way, while remaining in the waking state, don't try to make it unreal. Make a lot of efforts to awake to the state of supreme consciousness. The moment you reach in that state, there is no need to tell anybody, there is no need to any proof. The waking world is unreal. When we are in that state, then immediately we will feel the falsity of entire waking world, which is pluralistic name and form. So what is our job if you want to make a false of these two worlds? Suppose we are in dream, and if you want to say this world is false, unreal, so it is your duty to wake up from the dream. Then people will listen you with very confidentially, and they believe on you because you are and they are in both state. You and they are equally remains in both state. Then you can say and they can understand. But you are in the supreme consciousness state and they are in the waking state, then problem will create there. So we are not interested to change the world, but for our purpose, our own sworn duty is that to make up a lot of efforts, remove the ignorance, and reach that state, then automatically everything will be meaningful, which is described in that shlokas by Pujyapad Sri Shankaracharya ji. So therefore he said that samsara swapna tulyohi. The great Acharya of Vedanta, Gaudapadacharya, has given many reasons, many examples and logic, and at the same time the proof of Shrutis, and he proved that both are equally false. Because he is in that state, in supreme consciousness. So he has gone through all these two states and remained in third state. Therefore, he says that both are equally false. I would like to give 2 or 3 logics. First, entire objects of dream world, when we see that I saw the objects, I saw the Himalayas. So Himalayas and Gangas are existing outside and you saw inside. Therefore, dream is false. Second logic. By the size wise, if you see that the Himalayas and the Gangas and the holy place of Kashi, they are very big. But we see in that all objects in dream in Puritat Nadi. It is so small. So how big objects enter in very small place? So place is very narrow. Therefore, dream world is false. Okay. Third, he says that when you saw the dream in your sleep that you went USA, America, United States of America, with plane, but when you woke up from the sleep, you found that you are in the same bed. Then if it is really you have gone there, you should be there. The moment you wake up, you remain in one's own true place. It means you have not gone the long distance, but due to illusion, you feel that you went there. Therefore, it is false. Okay. Last example, logic. So many reasons he has given. And the last logic, it is applicable to both states. He says, why a dream is false? Because before the dream, object does not exist. After the dream, object does not exist. It means the thing which is not existed before and thing which will not remain will not exist after. It means in between also you may see the object is exist, but it is illusion. Before the waking state, there is no dream. After the waking, there is no dream. In between the dream state, you may see the objects as real, but it is false. Why? Because this logic is applicable here. And the Gaudapada apply the same logic in waking state. He says that 1,000 years before, you did not exist in the world. Suppose with this body. After 100 years, you will not exist in this world with this body. Before and after, you are not there. In between, you may exist as a real, but it is not true. It's changing moment to moment. So, the waking state and dream state both are equally same. Samsara swapna tulyohi. But when it will become false, when you change the states. Because these are the three states: waking states, dream state, and deep sleep state. We are in the particular state that it remains true, but moment you change the states, it becomes false. But both are equally same. Samsara swapna tulyayi. But for it, we need lot of contemplation again and again. Then the little glimpse of these words will realize us. Samsara sopna tulyoi. Then we will not angry with anybody. We will not get attached with anybody. It happens. Okay. It falls. Let's go. In this way. Samsara sopna tulyoi. Indeed, he raga dveshadi sankulaha. It is filled with aversion and attachment. Likes and dislikes. Near and far. Cold and heat. These are the pairs of opposites. Samsar, what is the samsar? Samsar is just pairs of opposites. One day, wife will praise you. You are great. Second day, she will say, you are absurd. Pairs of opposite. But we have to take it. Samsara swapna tulyoy. Both are same. But he said, raga dveshadi sankula. Raga and dvesh. In dream also, I saw the beautiful dream. Raga, attachment. Today I saw the terrible dream. The fire, the tiger was chasing me. Somehow I escaped him. And now I'm in front of you. Oh, I afraid. Dislike dream. Means some dreams are very in favor with us. Some dreams is not in favor with us. Raga dveshadi sankula. In Vichar Sagar, they have given the list one after another. Is it a beautiful explanation? Is the author says that why do you experience pain in this phenomenal world? Tell me that. Whatever objects are existing surrounding us, they give pain us. Mosquitoes give pain. Sometimes children's demand so many things, then we'll get pain. They will get pain. Us. Sometimes your friends using abuse word for you, then you will experience the pain. Sometime near and dear are insulting you, then we will get pain. So why do you have a experience of pain? Samsara dukkha. And what is the cause of that? The author says that where there is a body, you will have a pain of experience. So body is the cause of all type of pains and pleasure also. Not only pain, but pleasure also. Okay. It means body is the cause of our pain. Then why do we have a body? From where this body came to existence? Why do you get this body? He says that the merits and demerits are the cause of the body. Suppose we have a merits, you will have in heaven. And suppose if you have a demerits, you may exist in hell. But we are not in heaven and we are not in hell. We are on the earth because the balance in between merits and demerits. So Why there is a pain? Because of the body. Why body is there? Because of the merits and demerits. But why do you say that there is a merits and demerits? Merits. What is the cause of merits and demerits? The author says that like and dislikes are the cause of merits and demerits. Whatever you like, you do it. Whatever you don't like, you do it. The foolish people wants to do prohibited karmas, which is not prescribed by the Vedas. But if you do it, it will create the sin, demerits. The whatever karmas which is prescribed by the Vedas or the Shastras, and if you do it, it will create punyas or merits. So when the merits and demerits become equal, then we will have a body. The first, why there is a pain? Because of the body. Why do we have a get body? Because of merits and demerits. Why merits and demerits
Likes, dislikes.
came in my life? Because of like and dislike. So why these concepts like and dislike come in my mind? This is that duality. Where there is a duality, then we'll say that I am different from you and you are different from me. I like myself because I am. And you are. You are not, I am, and I am not, you are. You is different from me and I is different from you. It's a duality. Okay. Then why is the cause of the duality? Ignorance is the cause of duality. Where there is a ignorance, there is a duality. Ignorance of the self. But when there is no ignorance, there is no duality. Where there is ignorance, there is a duality. And where there is a knowledge, there is no duality, it is a non-duality, non-dwellness. When we realize our own true nature, the same consciousness exists in me, the same consciousness exists in all things and the beings. We will not see the duality. So, finally, what is the cause of pain? If you come step by step, the ignorance is the cause of pain. In between, there are so many steps. And what is the cause of happiness? The knowledge of the self is the cause of happiness. And you see what is the moksha? Moksha is that where is no pain and where there is a complete happiness. It means complete eradication of pain with help of knowledge. Complete destructions of the pain. Root out the cause of the pain. And complete accomplishment of happiness through self-knowledge. These are the two aspects come together, that is called emancipation. And it happened only by the knowledge. So, when you got a knowledge, the moment you realize your own true nature, it means when you have a knowledge of the self, there is no duality. And when there is no duality, there is no like and dislike. And where there is no dislike, like and dislike, there is no merits and demerits. Where there is no merits and demerits, there is no body. And where there is no body,
No
there is no.
feeling.
So, like and dislike is the in-between steps. These are the various steps given by the author of the Vichar Sagar.
The question is that,
Yeah.
can I ask one question?
Yes.
Yeah. As the teacher's point of view, how we should have to think about the students. If we think according to non-dualistic way, it means we can't say that they are uh, perfect in their knowledge. Uh, that is not, you can say that it is a spiritual knowledge, but as a subject matter, we can say that we should have to, someone is, teachers, they are always giving some informations. They want to give some concepts. So before giving the concepts, teachers think that they are unaware of that. That is why we have to provide that. So in that way, how we can think that they are perfect? Actually, I think this knowledge is not with respect to students, and in that way, the subject matter of.
There are two types of ignorance.
Huh,
One is the Tula Adnyan and
huh,
one is the Mula Adnyan.
huh,
The ignorance of the self, it is the Mula Adnyan.
hmm.
And ignorance about the various objects, that is called Tula Adnyan.
Once again.
Tula Adnyan.
Hmm,
Subjective ignorance.
hmm. Okay. Subjective ignorance is Tulan.
Tula Adnyan.
Ignorance about self is Mulan.
Mula Adnyan.
Okay.
And when we have a knowledge of the self, then ignorance of the self will go away. When we have a knowledge of the physics or chemistry or biology, then ignorance of the chemistry, physics, and biology will vanish.
Okay.
From the standpoint of the teacher, we can say that the supreme consciousness exists in me, the same consciousness exists in them. So, from the standpoint of the supreme consciousness, we are one and the same.
Right. Exactly.
But they are not aware of that consciousness. And therefore, they feel they are limited, they are ignorant, they are foolish because they didn't get knowledge. But when you impart the knowledge of the physics, chemistry, and biology, the ignorance of the chemistry, physics, biology will get eradicated. And then the knowledge which they have got and knowledge which you imparted, then they become one and the same. They will become equal with you in this way. But self-knowledge, from the standpoint of the self-knowledge, everybody, each and every person is one and the same. Whether they know or whether they do not know. So, samsara swapna tulyo hi raga dveshadi sankula.
Thank you.
What is the samsara? It is the just combination of raga and dvesh. So don't worry that he said me this, and don't worry that he said that. Because we have to understand that samsara is like that, like and dislike.
Yes.
Sometime other person will praise me, sometime other person will abuse me.
Just we
So
are, our
abusing,
duty is to ignore the everything.
abusing and praising, both are the pairs of the opposite. But I am untouched with both of
Asprusha.
them.
Asprusha.
Yeah, I am untouched by both of them. So you have to say Raga Dveshadi Sankula. Swakale Satyavad Bhati. While remaining in that state, it appears real. in the period of that time. But Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhave. But when we got Prabodha, Prabodha, there are two types of Prabodha, with reference of dream state and with reference of waking state. All imaginary objects of the dream will vanish moment we wake up. In the same way, all the objective world of the waking state become unreal when we wake up in the state of supreme consciousness. When we get enlightenment, then we'll understand the falsity of entire things and beings of the waking state. I would like to one more logic Gaudapadacharya has given to prove the samsara and swapna both are equally one and the same. He says that, see the logic. He says, why swapna is unreal? Because it's the projections of the mind. Because it is created by the mind, which is exists in us. And think about the external object. Who create the different type of imagination? I create. From where create this? From where come this different type of concept? From the mind. The concepts about the external objects and internal objects comes from the mind. So mind is the one and the same who creates something in dream and who creates something in waking state. So waking state is also projections of the mind, and the dream state also the projections of the mind. This is the very fundamental principle given by Acharya Sri Shankaracharya. Samsara swapna hi ragadveshadi sankulah swakale satyavat bhati prabodhe sati asad bhave.
These two phases are with respect to each other, we can say that. And with respect to second one, first one is false. And with respect to first one, second one is false. So in that way.
Barabar. Yes. This logic also he has given. He says that the world of object are useless. World of objects, the dream world, is useless in waking state. The waking world is useless in dream
Dreaming.
state. Dream state. So the objects of the dream state is not useful in waking state. The objects of the waking states are not useful in dream states. So
both are useless.
When in dream, we can say that waking state is false. And when we are in waking state, that time we can say that dream state is false. It means when I say that he is a thief to next person, and next person is emphasizing that, no, I am not thief. He is the thief. What will understand third person? Third person consider that both are thief. The same logic is applicable.
He is different from both the persons. He is different from both the persons.
Yeah. he's different from the both person, and he understood the reality of the both person.
So actually, this reality, it is also with respect to some other state, we can say that.
Yes. It is always we can find the theory of relativities here.
But then how it is this spiritual science different from relative science? If everything is with respect to one another, then how this science is superior than this one, that one? Science of self is superior than
No, it is very common. All sciences
Huh.
explaining, all sciences are explaining their particular theories. And they say that these theories are real. All theories are real. But in spiritual science, the Shankaracharya ji and Gaudpadacharya ji says that whatever I say, this is also not true. I am not true. The scriptures also not true. And you are also not real.
Yes,
But,
yes. Huh.
but this unreal thing has a tremendous contribution to us. They awaken us and they say that it is not useful. Guru says that now your job is over. But other sciences will not tell in this way.
Hmm. That is the main difference. They are utterly said that this is the only correct one. That is the only correct one. And here it is, here we can
You-
experience that everything is false, including myself, my words, my hearing, whatever the activities which is going out, which is going on inside my body, around my body, everything is false. The truth one is what? Consciousness.
yes.
Okay.
I was giving the example. Tiger was chasing me. I frightened her and woken up. Okay, tiger is false, dream is false, but that tiger make me wake up. Because of him, I'm
Ah,
wake up. So in the same way, all these are unreal, but they wake me up in the state of consciousness. In athletics, we take a support of the pole. With the help of pole, we jump from that stick and we go in that side. So that pole of the stick says that you take support me in particular period of time. The moment come, you drop me. And then you will reach outside of that barrier. This rule is applicable in the in athletics also. This rule is applicable in here also. And
very true.
Shankaracharya has given the example Kathak Renuvat. Kathak Renu. The Kathak Renu pures the remove the indirt of the water and itself goes away. In the same way.
Very true.
So I think that today's time is over and remaining part we'll see tomorrow. Dr. Saib, do you want to say anything? Is he here?